Hi everyone, welcome to DewDrop Diaries YouTube channel. I'm so excited to share about our Malaysia trip with you all. These Malaysia vlogs are actually our first series on the channel. So let's get started. If you are dreaming about an international trip but worried about the budget, then Malaysia is a perfect plan for you. And here's a great news for all our Indians. We don't need a visa to visit Malaysia until December 2024. You just need to fill out a form called MDAC about 3 days before your trip starts and take a print of it. Flights from Hyderabad to Malaysia usually cost between 16,000 to 20,000 rupees, but if you book early, you might get an even better deal. The best times to visit Malaysia are May to July and December to February. Also, the capital city of Malaysia is Kuala Lumpur. The currency used here are ringgits and they are 2.5 hours ahead of us. Here's a tip for you guys. Book everything online before you go. It will save you from carrying too much cash. As soon as you land, grab a local SIM. We got one called DG4A and it was super helpful. Transport services available in Malaysia are KLIA Express, buses, and cars. If there are 3 or more people with you, I would say you better go in a cab. It would save lot of time. There's also this great service called Grab Taxi. It's just like our Uber and Ola. We actually booked through a company called Holiday Triangle. It cost us around 22,000 rupees per person, not including the flights. Link is in the description if you want to check it out. For hotels, try to stay in KL Central, Chinatown, or Bukit Bintang as these are most happening places around. Now let's talk about the first day in Malaysia. Our flight left Hyderabad at 11:55 pm and we landed in Malaysia at 6:55 am the next day. Our first stop was Putrajaya. We got to see their man-made lake and Putra Mask. They were stunning. This place is actually on the way from airport to Kuala Lumpur. From there, we next went to Perdanaputra, which is Prime Minister's official complex. Then we reached Kuala Lumpur city. We started at Federal Territory of Kuala Lumpur and then headed to KL Tower. This thing is massive, 421 meters high. Make sure you check out Skywalk and Skydeck as well. The views of the city from here are incredible. Later, we visited Petronas Towers. They are right near KL Tower, and trust me, everyone wants to see these. They have been in many movies too. Also, every day night at 7:30 pm there is an awesome fountain show in front of Petronas Towers. That's really pretty. If you like shopping, check out KLCC Mall near the towers. Even if you are not into shopping, go there for the food. They have many yummy options available. Next, we went to National Monument called Tugu Negara. It's a special place that honors freedom fighters. We did all this before 2 pm, which is when we could check in into our hotel. After resting for a bit, we went out again at 5 pm to Bukit Bintang. If you have time, you can use a Grab Taxi app to go back and see some places from the morning. That's how we visited Petronas Towers again. Bukit Bintang. It's a great place for food and shopping. You can find all kinds of tasty food stuff here. We made a whole video about it, so check it in our channel. Near Bukit Bintang, there's a cool place called Pavilion Street. You should definitely go there. The luxury shopping mall is famous here, and do not forget to see the pretty crystal fountain over there. We stayed out until 9 pm and then went back to our hotel. That was the end of our busy first day in Malaysia. Now let's talk about our second day in Malaysia. It was super fun actually. We woke up early and had breakfast by 9 and then headed to Batu caves. It was about 30 kilometers from the city. There's a Murugan temple there with a huge 140 feet Subramanya Swami statue. You might have seen it in many movies. To get into the temple, we had to climb 272 colorful steps. It was tiring but all worth it. At the top, we saw amazing natural caves. Try to go early because it gets crowded. Ladies who are planning to visit the temple, I suggest you to wear longer dresses. Do watch out for monkeys too. They might grab your food or phones as well. Next, we went to Genting Highlands, a cool hill station nearby. We took a cable car ride to the top. It was really awesome, do not miss it. Also, the cable car ride tickets were included in our package. On the way up, we stopped at Chensui Temple. It's a beautiful Buddhist place with a great views. The Buddha statue and the gardens are really peaceful here. Next, we reached Genting Highlands in the cable car. We visited Sky Avenue Mall there. There's an indoor theme park, fun rides, and lot of games available. You could spend all the day there and not get bored. We stayed until evening and then took the cable car down back. After resting at the hotel, we went back to the Petronas Towers. Remember that fountain show I told you about earlier? We saw it this time. It runs from 7:30 to 10 pm every night. The towers look amazing at the night. You won't even believe your eyes. We had dinner at Sarvana Bhavan in the mall and then went back to our hotel. That was the end of our exciting second day. Now let's talk about our day 3, which is all about Sunway Lagoon theme park. This place is awesome for everyone, no matter how old you are. There's an amusement park, water sports, cool rides, and man-made surf beaches, and even a wildlife park. They have got food courts and lockers too. If you forgot your swimsuit, do not worry, you can buy there one. Just remember, you can't bring outside food in, so plan your meals accordingly. We spent the whole day there and still didn't get to try everything. By the evening, we were tired but happy. We had dinner and then headed back to our hotel. That was the end of our day 3. Welcome to day 4. Our package didn't include any activities except for the airport drop-off, but our flight wasn't until 9:30 pm. So we decided to make the most of our time and visit Bukit Tinggi on our own. We did this by booking a local taxi. Bukit Tinggi is a beautiful hill station about 55 to 60 kilometers away from the city. It's super green and cool. Our first stop was at the French village. It's like stepping into a little piece of Europe. There are cute caves, food stalls, and even toy trains and buses. The gardens and fountains are really pretty, and there are a lot of great spots for photos. After spending a lot of time in the French village, we reached the exit where we can get free buses to our next destination, which is Japanese village. The gardens here are really amazing, with the small ponds full of different kinds of fish. You can even dress up in the Japanese style clothes if you are interested, but it is at extra fee. It was drizzling the whole time we were there, which made it feel even more magical. The total cost for visiting this place is 250 ringgits. We spent the afternoon in Bukit Tinggi and then headed back to the city. We had already checked out of our hotel in the morning, but they let us keep our luggage in the lobby. Since we still had time before our flight, we visited Central Market, which was near our hotel. If you like shopping, this is a place to be. There are all kinds of shops and lot of food options too. We left for the airport around 6 pm for our 9:30 pm flight. We landed in Hyderabad at midnight, remembering that Malaysia is 2.5 hours ahead of India. One thing I noticed, Malaysian people are really polite and their roads are super clean. They follow traffic rules strictly too. It made me wish things were a bit cleaner back home in Hyderabad. And that's it, folks. That's the end of our Malaysia trip. It's a great place to visit if you are on a budget. The total cost for our Malaysia trip came to approximately 40 to 45,000 per person. I hope you enjoyed hearing about it. So do not forget to subscribe.